Hey Spirit Scholars, welcome to another edition of PHDinMETV, pursuing a higher degree in me. I am your student teacher, Empress Shona is love. PhD in me is the place that you can tune into to get empowerment, encouragement, and enlightenment for your life's journey. So as you guys know, we are looking at the book Think Happy by Karen Salmonson, and that's what we're aiming to do. We're aiming to think happy by the power of our words, not just our external words, although those are super important as well, but we are looking at the power of our words and the things that we say to ourselves. We're going to be talking about the things to say to ourselves when we're trying something new and thereby scary, okay? So let's look at what the author points out. She says the first thing we can say to ourselves when we're trying something new and therefore something scary is that every expert started out as a beginner. People who are highly awesome at something didn't start highly awesome. It's okay to make mistakes and to struggle and to fail. It's also okay to, not get things right. But what's not okay is to think that those mistakes, failures, and struggles are permanent states of being. Michael Phelps was afraid to put his face in the water when he first started swimming. That's hard to believe, right? He's now a 22 Olympic medal winning swimmer. She said that Bill Gates' first business, Trafo Data, failed before he started Microsoft. And she said that Walt Disney was fired once because he lacked imagination and good ideas. Go figure, right? Thoughts are either poison or nourishment. How many of you guys know that's true? So you need to choose your thoughts wisely. Make sure you have optimistic, self-loving thoughts, and that those thoughts, the optimistic and the self-loving thoughts, wildly outnumber your doubts and your fears. I like that. How many of y'all agree that recognizing that every expert started out as a beginner is a fantastic thing to tell yourself when you're doing something new and scary? And then the second thing that I'm going to share with you guys today is that practice is how you learn. Practice is how you learn. This is the second thing that you can say when you are encountering something new and therefore scary. It's a powerful phrase to say when you're attempting to master something new. And it's a reminder to stop being upset at every little slip up, because you recognize it's part of the learning curve. Me going all out on my YouTube channel, this is new for me, okay? And of course there's slip ups and hiccups all along the way, but I'm excited to know that I can say practice is how I learned, and I will be saying that probably a lot as hiccups and slip ups come about, okay? And it's so beautiful out here. The wind is blowing my book, but I'm just so grateful. If you ever find yourself on a particularly roller coaster learning curve, pause and repeat. Practice is how you learn. Practice is how you learn. And you know what? I'm also a homeschooling mom. And this is an amazing, an awesome mantra for me to share with my children. Practice is how you learn. Because there are so many snafus along the way. You should say this before you start something new as a warmly worded warm-up to make sure your ego stays limber enough to handle whatever might come your way. Author and researcher Jeffrey Colvin praised the power of practice in his book, Talent is Overrated. He shares a range of studies supporting how the true secret behind the most inspiring success stories is not talent, but rather demanding, deliberate practice. So, Spirit Scholars, those are The first two things that you should say to yourself, according to Karen Salmonson in her book, Think Happy, those are the first two things that you should say to yourself when you're trying something new and thereby scary. Okay? You want to know what the next three things are? Then you need to come back to PHDinMETV tomorrow. Okay? And that's when I'll be sitting somewhere in nature, somewhere close to nature, and letting you know, look how beautiful it is out here, Spirit Scholars. I mean, for real. Look at the morning I got. Oh, can y'all see it? Isn't that beautiful? Just simply marvelous. And that's where I'll be sitting somewhere new and in nature or near nature to let you guys know, what the next three things are that you should say when you're trying something new. And so I hope that you put those into practice today, Spirit Scholars, if you're trying something new and it feels a little scary. And I want to let you know that you are loved, because indeed you are. And I also want to let you know that I'm coming at you with the joy that gives me strength on this beautiful sunny day. Abundant love, beloveds.